What's going on? Oh, it's your girl Eve. I'm about to take these clothes down. But I was thinking about, kind of our experience thus far. It has definitely been a tumultuous 2 weeks here. We're like at the end of our second week. And the adjustment has been real. I think when we think about, going to another country, which even though this is still the United States, technically, it is very much its own thing. It's its own territory. It is in the Caribbean. It is, kind of like being in another country, but just where people speak English and use US dollars, like, essentially. They drive on the left side of the road. They don't use street signs. I called the police yesterday and asked them, like, how do I get to the police station? And they gave me, like, anecdotal references instead of giving me the address. I was like, well, what is the address of the police station? I would just GPS. Oh, I don't know the address. How am I calling 911 and you don't know the address to the police station? Hello? So it is very much like being in another country. And I had a couple of thoughts about it. So I'm going to take these clothes down and I'm going to share my thoughts with y'all. I'm going to see if I can rig this computer up. See if I can rig this phone up so that I can talk to y'all while I do it. If not, I just do it while I'm in the house folding, but I got some thoughts. Okay, so first things first. After I had my little meltdown about the whole credit card situation, I had to go back, regroup, think like, okay, Eve, how could you have done things differently so that, you would kind of mitigate some of the circumstances that you ran into, right? I don't think that there's anything different that I could have done to prevent myself from being a victim of credit card fraud. That just is what it is, right? I think going forward, though, I will put alerts on my credit card so that I know exactly what's going on. In real time. So that if something happens on a day, now granted, I caught that other alert the same day that it happened, so that was actually really good, but it was only happenstance that I caught it because I happened to be renting a car the next day, right? So by the grace of God, he was like, go ahead and rent that good car. And then that triggered me to go ahead and call the credit card company just to check for my updates and, make sure where my account was. Going forward, I probably will have an alert. That's number one. Number two, regarding my car situation, we had planned to send one of our cars down. We decided at the last minute not to. I wanted to kind of get the lay of the land and see how things were down here before I sent the car down, which was fine. That was a prudent judgment, so that was fine. When I go back, so I am going to go back at the end of this month to regroup and get all these things together. So when I circle back again, I'll be fully prepared. When I come back next time, I'm going to bring my car. 100%, most definitely. Now, what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to buy a car in Miami and have it shipped from Miami to here, because that's the closest U.S. port to here is Miami. And the thing about shipping our truck is that because we still have a car note on the truck, we have to fill out all this bank paperwork and everything. They basically are like, where are you going to be at? What's the address? How long are you going to be there? Like, as they should. So that we don't go off into, oblivion and never come back and never pay our car note. So, mosquitoes, child, the mosquitoes. So, I found some pretty decently priced cars in Miami that we can just buy cash. And then I'll have the title and everything, and then we can go ahead and just ship it down. So I got a quote today for the shipping. So that's number 2. I will have my own transportation, so I don't have to be fooling around with these cabs and this, that, and the other. Which, let's just be honest, the cabs have been a blessing. I ain't even gonna be mad about the cab experience because they have been prompt for the most part. I mean, you wait on them like you wait on a bus, right? You saw that in the other video. So it can take a little while, but as long as you leave enough time between when you got to be there, it's fine. So you have to make the adjustment of not being able to like jump up, run out the door, and go to where you need to go. But if you allow enough time, the cabs are actually very convenient. They'll get you where you need to go quickly. The island itself only takes about 45 minutes to get from one side to the other. It's a small island. And the cabs usually run, you'll see one every 15-ish minutes. I haven't waited, it was only one time, which was when I was down in Christian State yesterday, that I waited a long time for a cab. And that's only because I wasn't at one of the designated spots, and like 3 cabs rolled past me while I was walking. But so then when I got down to the little designated spot, it did take a while because I had already missed 3 cabs. But other than that, they come in about 15 minutes. So having my car is definitely going to be clutch. Got to figure out this shipping situation. I actually shipped a box down here, and I shipped it priority mail the Wednesday before we came. So we came on a Tuesday. I shipped it the Wednesday or Thursday before. I shipped it 3 days priority mail. It's still not here. So it was a good test run. It was a provision of food, so that we wouldn't have to, you know, keep going to the grocery store, because I knew that our transportation might be limited. So I boxed up a bunch of, you know, rice and beans and cans and, you know, snacks that my son likes and stuff like that, and put it all in a box. It's been 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Box is still in oblivion. Who knows where the box is? So I had actually sent the box to the P.O. box of my Airbnb host. Everybody down here has P.O. boxes. So I sent it to the P.O. box of my Airbnb host. I don't know if maybe I didn't address it right. I don't know what the issue is, but the box isn't here. So I got my own mailbox. And so anything that I ship down going forward, I'll be sending to my own mailbox. That way I can check it on a regular basis, and I can make sure of where my things are. Having your own mailbox. Clutch. What else? So that's 3 things so far. Definitely having cash on hand, necessary. So cash is king down here. You cannot use Cash App. Cash App doesn't exist down here. It doesn't operate down here. Although, so no, let me not say that. I'm able to Cash App my cab guy, because my cab guy has Cash App. So we can do Cash App to Cash App. But my Cash App card, I cannot swipe here. It will decline because Cash App does not operate here in the Virgin Islands. So you can only send Cash App to Cash App with someone who has a United States Cash App. My cab guy happens to have spent time in the States. He grew up in like Philly and places like that, in addition to being born here in the VI. So he happens to have it. When I got in the car and I was like, oh, I need change. I don't have change. He was like, girl, I got Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. What you trying to do? I was like, clutch. So needless to say, he has been our cab guy for the entire experience, because when I get out the car, I could just boop, 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 boop. I could Cash App real quick, and then we're done. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to pull out a card or anything, which has been really amazing. These lizards. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted by these lizards. They everywhere. They all over the tree. What else? So I would definitely say the fact that we had cash on hand has been really clutch. But I forgot to get change before we came. So your girl came with a couple stacks. but they all in hundreds though. So I should have got changed. Like, what was I thinking? It's just little things like that, you know what I'm saying, that when you're traveling for the first time and you forget things and you don't follow things all the way through, they become a little bit problematic for you. So I don't have a bank down here. They don't have regular banks. Okay, so that's number 5. They don't have regular banks here that they have in the States. They have their own banks. They have their, you know, their Virgin Island banks, which is fine. It's just I don't bank here. So there's no Bank of America. There's no Wells Fargo. So I can't just go into the bank and handle my business. I probably could change money. Now that I think about it. Probably any bank you could do that. You could just walk in and be like, hey, I got some stacks. Can you change these down? I need 20s and 10s. I need dollars for the club. No. So that would be the last thing is banking. We probably will need to go ahead and set up a bank account here, but I don't know if I can do it because I don't have a oh, I can use my mailbox's address. Maybe I can use my mailbox's address. I don't know. I'll have to find out the parameters for that, because I don't have a standard address and I don't have a rental contract because we're staying in an Airbnb, even though we're staying here long term, you know, kind of on a month-to-month basis. I don't have a lease, so I don't know if I'll be able to use that to get our bank account. But it might be nice to, you know, be able to bank here. So I'll find that out today. That'll be on my list, the agenda of things to do today. How to open my bank account. But yeah, so those, I think that's good. Those are my 5 takeaways. What'd you say, ma'am? Oh, okay. That's my host, Hilda. So yeah, those are my 5 takeaways of things that I probably would do a little bit differently on our next go round, just to make sure that everything runs smoothly, and I don't have the hiccups that I had this go round. I'm gonna say that overall, our trip so far has been really amazing. We really enjoyed ourselves. But there's some planning things that I probably could have done different based on the things I just told y'all that would have made things go a little bit smoother for us. And that's what we're going to do next go round. So anyway, those are my thoughts from the clothesline. Thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for watching this journey. I hope that this information is helpful to other people who are looking to make their black sit, you know, for 2020, 2021. Whenever y'all get up the nerve to be like, hey, I'm out. Couple little tidbits, things to research on your way. Love y'all, family.